What is up, guys and gals, gamers, YouTubers, and all my little roughnecks out there? It's your boy Dale Rico, and it is Monday once again, January 11th. And I wanted to get back to you guys. Wanted to not take as much time as I did before, and I've been trying to tame this little rabbit forever, and it's not cooperating. Where you at? So I'm just gonna, we're just gonna do that. Oh my goodness, we can actually eat rabbit. I feel so bad about that. I am sorry. Okay, no more doing that. Oh god. I don't even want to look at that right now. That's so horrible. The rabbit meat. But yeah, so I tried this once before. I tried doing this intro and started recording, but something happened and my computer just completely restarted itself. But anyway, so I just definitely wanted to get back to the topic that I had brought up last time. But first, let me show you what I've been up to. A friend of mine hit me up in my downtime and was like, "Hey, I want to, let's play some Minecraft, and maybe I can, help you with one of your videos." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I started kept on building this, and we were just kind of hanging out and whatever in this little world here. And from before it was just a flat piece of flooring, and now, as you can see, I've constructed quite a bit. So to give you a little rundown, this is going to be just kind of like the foyer. I definitely want to have. I probably want to make like this a kitchen area. Have all my furnaces, maybe a crafting table, and I'll set up a table and some chairs or whatever right here. This will be like the main living room, and this thing up here, I had this idea, like I've always wanted a house where there was like a bridge kind of going over, and you can see whatever, just kind of walk over it and like kind of look down. But I'm gonna take this down. Now that I'm kind of looking at it, I was like, maybe I'm just gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it into like a lofting area. So the loft is gonna go like right above here. Have the little fencing so you can still kind of look down and see who's all hanging out in the living room area. But I had the idea for the bridge to go across, and I don't like it. So we're just gonna take this down, and we're gonna try something else. So that's what's been going on before. Didn't record that session just because wasn't a whole lot going on. In fact, the person that I was hanging out with and within this Minecraft world, his mic was really doing some awful things. So that was no good. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. So I'm going to, this is actually, we can take these down because that was going to be part of the lofting area, but instead we'll just make this part of the wall. So yeah, what you guys been up to? Oh crap. Hope you've had a good weekend. I've been kind of back and forth about my weekend. There's a lot of changes going on. Once again, going through the me personally, I'm going through the employment changes, and I'll touch up on that in a bit. The first part is just getting back to what I was talking about before, just how my experience with the person, with the girl that I was talking to before, I was addressing whether or not it was just the right time for us, and I had touched upon how she was needing to take some time for things, and wasn't sure about what she wanted to do. And the last thing I said was that I'm 31. We're both 31 actually, and actually she's just, I don't know if she would want me to say this, but she's just a tad older. She's 32, and so there's I don't know, in my mind, by the time you're like 26 to 28, you should have a good bead on your life and what you want out of it. You should have a general sense of who you are. Education should be finishing up, either all the way finished or finishing up. There should be no qualms about, just where you want to venture in life and everything like that. So for her to have told me like I just got to figure some things out and I gotta, she was talking about how she was doubting her self worth and, like I know all about being self conscious about a lot of things and what it means or what it feels like to maybe not live up to the person that you're with's expectations and always having that fear like I'm not going to be good enough and wanting to run away for fear that they're just going to leave me in the long run. And I'm hoping that's not what she was thinking. But I have this inkling in the back of my head that that's exactly what it is. She's just, because I do have a tendency to romanticize just a bit. I tend to, I tend to, well, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it, but, basically what it was is I could already see my future with her. I could already see that it was going to be awesome. I could already see that me and her were going to get along just famously, and the feelings that I was developing for her were very intense. I could definitely admit to that. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah. Might as well cook that rabbit. Make a stew. I don't know. I've had rabbit once before. There's nothing really. I didn't find it any kind of different than like a pork chop or chicken or whatever. There's no like real distinct taste to it to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm eating rabbit, and I would have I totally would have guessed that out of the gate. Never would have thought that. Whereas like something like frog's legs, like that has a different texture, different taste to it, and without knowing any better, even without knowing any better, excuse me, it's like, oh yeah, this is definitely not chicken, definitely tastes something crazy here. Ooh, this would be like where the big screen goes, just right there. Maybe I want to close this off a little bit. Kind of make it. Let's close this off. So as I'm building, I'll just keep on talking. Yeah, that'll be good. Sweet. Yeah, and the part that really hurts me the most is that there's just no more communication. I haven't talked to her since it's going on. God, it's been so long that I can't even remember now. Since the beginning to middle of October. And so my biggest question is, again, I can understand what it means to have this self-confidence and have this kind of mentality of, wanting to make sure that you're willing and ready and needing that confirmation for yourself to know that you're, what's the, like, not so much ready for the relationship, but just ready for yourself to take on, because adding somebody to your life and life plans and everything, that is, I mean, there's so many different variables that can go into that, to where a lot of things can go wrong, not just from like a goals perspective, but from financials perspective, from just emotional and mental kind of well-being. Like you really do have to be ready on all accounts when pursuing another when pursuing a venture such as that one. Um, and again, for me, for this, I mean, we were talking for a good 6 months, and while we didn't have a whole lot of like physical um, interactions, and we weren't able to be together all the time like I would have liked to, with any relationship, I mean, you want to be together and hang out as much as possible. Even though we didn't have that, there was still nothing. There was still nothing about what we had that made me doubt that it wouldn't have just gotten better from then on. Once we did have that, once we did live closer, or were able to see each other more often, and etc. There was nothing about it that made me want to doubt that. And then when we had our trip and everything was going, just I felt amazingly, or at least I thought amazingly. It only made me believe that it was just getting stronger from that point on. Oh look, yeah, see, there's a friend of mine. He was that's the one who built his house over there. So, so even if even if the priorities changed, even if there was maybe there was a doubt, and maybe there was something that was just like, man, I don't know about this anymore, and I just gotta kind of check myself and blah blah blah. Even if that was the case, why is there no communication? Like, why am I not able to just say hi, and able to, why can't we have a dialogue? That's my biggest thing, because it sucks not being able to. The relationship that we developed before, well, yeah, everything that we developed is just like, she was like my best friend. I could talk to her about anything. I could tell her anything, and that was amazing. And that was awesome. That's an awesome feeling when you can just kind of be yourself around somebody, and not hold back, and be okay with the notion that they're okay with whom you are, and what you're trying to bring to the table. I mean, it's very comforting. So to lose that aspect, and to, well, I mean, I can, oh shoot, I knew that was going to happen. As when you lose that, and you always want to, well, with any relationship, when you come to the end of something, everybody is always very, very hesitant to just start over, and to just find somebody else, because you know what, when you put so much time into somebody, and feel like you've developed that connection. See, I like this. Yeah, you just be like, oh, what's up going on, guys? Oh, what you watching down there? That's pretty awesome. I like the TV, and blah blah blah. And that's how it works. I don't know if that's how it works for you, but that's how it works for me. So that's where we're gonna leave it, and then we can just build our wall from here. But to absolutely have no communication, I'm totally in the dark on that. You don't like me. Maybe you found you weren't attracted to me. Maybe I did something. I don't know. I don't know. But if I had said something, if I had done something to bring it to that point where it's like, okay, this is not doable, this is not something that I signed up for. Okay. And again, traction, if it wasn't there, or you found, maybe there was something that I did that turned it off, fine. But what did I do? Like, what happened? How is it so bad to that point to where I can't even have a conversation with you anymore? Like, why do we lose? Why am I losing a friendship as well, instead of just a potential relationship? Like, that's the only thing that really gets to me, and it hurts just to not have that not to have that information. It really hurts because, again, I could tell her, talk to her about anything, and there was a point in time where she flat out told me, like, I don't want you to give up on me, and I don't want you to, I want to keep talking to you. I don't know what I would do if I stopped talking to you. And it's like, well, here we are. Stop talking. And this is something that you said you pretty much couldn't live without. So what happened? And again, maybe, I don't know. This is one of those, this is the thing that has been just racking my mind since then. Because it is just that that conundrum that I just don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to. I don't like getting too emotional about it, especially. Well, it's not that I don't like to. I just don't like doing it alone. I hate the thought that I'm the only one feeling this way. And it's a good, strong possibility that I am the only one feeling this way. But, this is what we have to do. And I only have one more birch door, really? What if I did this? Oh, no, wait. Let's do it from this side. That's going to look horrible, isn't it? Yeah. No, we don't want that. All right. Birch door. Oh wow, I made a bunch of them. Okay. There we go. So this is going to be my bedroom. I know, right? Look at that. It's amazing. It's amazing and it's spacious. But I would want to block this off because you can't be having people listening to your business when using the bedrooms, Yeah, here and here. So boom, bedroom, lots of space. Good times. Got the TV wall. This will probably be the bedroom or the bed. And then over here. Oh, so actually, this is my potty room. This is my potty. Where it goes to the bathrooms. And actually, I could probably expand that if it's going to be that big. Make it a huge bathroom. So that's that. And then we have our little walkway. Be like, hey, what's up, guys? And then over here. We'll have a door to another room. That'll be amazing. I kind of... How would I do this? I'm just kind of like it's interesting the way Minecraft works because like you come up with a rough design to it, and then as you go, like inspiration just kind of hits you. So it's pretty unique that way. Here we go. So now we have our stairs. Might as well do that. Oh, and this is, see, downstairs bathroom. That's the reason why I put the bathroom up above this one, because engineerically speaking, from an engineer's perspective, it would just make sense to put the bathrooms right above one another. That way, the piping would just be easier to flow, right? I mean, that's just the way my head worked. So we have that, and I'm definitely gonna need more wood because I'm gonna expand this into another section. and this whole thing needs to be boarded up. We need a roof. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a while. So anyway, yeah, back to the story. I don't understand, and I've written so many letters. I haven't sent them to her yet. Um, so many letters. I've written so many poems. I have song. I have a couple of songs about it. Um, there's so many. There's so many times where I've picked up the phone, wanted to call or text. And the last few texts that I've sent, there's been nothing. She hasn't responded to them at all. I wish her Merry Christmas, said Happy Thanksgiving. Nothing. Before that, I think it was just like, hey, was just thinking about you. And I kind of just put myself out there about it. Why is this not, this is oak? Oak. Oh, those are planks. That's why. Yeah. Let's make sure we got some oak planks. But yeah, the last few texts that I've sent her, I haven't gotten a response. So it just eats at me. The longer I go unheard, or the longer without the response, and just all the uncertainty. I remember telling her once that, because we had a discussion about, I was just kind of, she was always, what the heck, freaking cow on top of the tree. She's a runner when it comes to her feelings. She gets very anxious. She gets very nervous. She gets very, I want to say, I'm trying to think, like, there's usually, she gets very stuck inside of her head when it comes to emotions and not having to, but feeling the pressure to expose and become vulnerable. She has been married once before, and obviously it didn't work out, and it was from her standpoint, it wasn't a good time. And anytime when you make that kind of commitment to somebody and it doesn't work out, there's always going to be a trust factor with whomever you decide to get into a relationship with next. And me going into it, I respected that. That was not a problem for me. I just knew that I felt something for this person, and I wanted to, just kind of see where it went. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I don't know. You go into it thinking that there's an understanding of it, and yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just kind of rambling about it right now, and they never said it was an easy thing, But anything that was made easily is not worth holding on to. And I seem to find, and I couldn't help but like, I was just thinking about this. Well, I've been thinking about this the whole time, but like I said, the things that were made easy aren't worth holding on to. And I was like, I know she's worth holding on to. I know it. I don't know if she knows it, or if she. I just don't know. I don't know what she's thinking or feeling, and even if it wasn't on that level, or even if it wasn't something like that, it's like, I still want that friendship. I still want to just be able to call and talk and just be like, you know what? I had the craziest day, and I just wanted to talk to you about it, And there should be nothing wrong with that. I don't know. That's just me. Get away. Uh-oh. Is that? Oh, yeah, we're still in no. Good, good, good. Just gotta make sure. You don't want to get, I hate it when I get, like, different, I don't know why they have different kinds of woods. Like, that, it makes for different designs, and I can see that, but at the same time, you know, you should just have one type of tree, and then you should just be able to, like, craft different things from that tree. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, guys. What do you, I probably am. I mean, they've always had that fine line between insanity and you know, feeling really deeply about somebody. So maybe that's just what it is. I just know that for a good part, like, part of the reason why I didn't, she was, well, this whole scenario was part of the reason why I didn't make a video for a while, because it's like, I think I addressed this in my last video, but how do I build up something so much with you guys? You know, I know I've been talking about this girl for a while, since probably April, and even then I've mentioned her a few times in a few videos before that, just because it was she's always been like somebody that's been on my mind. And then when those thoughts, or that fantasy, or those dreams finally became reality, to where it was like, wow, I might actually get a chance at, you know, fulfilling like this lost romance that, you know, never got to reach its full potential. You know, maybe that's what this is. And then, you know, to again build it up with you guys, and then have to come back on here only days later and just be like, you know what, it wasn't, it was a little embarrassing. I'll admit it was a little embarrassing for me to do that, but you know, that's, and I hate the saying, it is what it is. I really hate that, because I could see how it fits, but at the same time, it is only what you make it out to be. So I refuse to just have it being it is what it is. I refuse to have it being it is what it is. I need it for it to be what I would like it to be. And you always have to just kind of work hard and prove yourself and go out and get that. So I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling again, and just kind of venting, and just kind of getting out my thoughts. And maybe the timing isn't right this time again, and maybe I just kind of have to do the whole, if you love it, set it free kind of mentality. And you know, if it was meant to be, it comes back. But we live in such a torn society where you can go that route, but we've been brought up, and the way society is kind of shaped now is that if you want something, you have to work hard, and you have to go for it. And you can't just allow nothing. You're not supposed to be entitled to anything like this. A lot of this new generation feels you're not entitled to anything or anybody or any kind of notion or concept of how your life should be. You're not entitled to anything but your own willpower and how you want it to be. So again, I'm kind of stuck between that place of, do I set it free and just let it go, or do I believe that, you know, it's worth fighting for, and it's worth working hard for, and I need to go out and get it? I don't know. What does that say? What do you guys feel? Do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this, and you know, get your take on things, because yeah, this is just one of those things that I have no answer for. And as much as intuitive as I am with relationships, this is just one of those things. This is one of the big things that baffles me. So I don't know. Yeah, hit me up. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have anything going on similar to this, I would love to hear it too. You know, you can write me a private message or whatnot. But in the meantime, if this is something that, if these kind of stories are things that you'd like to see and want to hear more of, leave a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I will definitely be posting up as often as I can as as time permits. And in the meantime, yeah, hope you guys are having a great day, and I will check y'all later, alright? Peace.